Hello, you're watching QPVN News. I'm Anh Tuấn and here's the headlines. Strengthening Vietnam-China strategic cooperative partnership. Vietnamese and Lao military forces provide healthcare for border residents. Bắc Ninh province to seek national treasure recognition for Emperor's Golden Seal. On October the 14th at the Presidential Palace, Party General Secretary and President Tô Lâm handed over appointment decisions to 16 ambassadors to foreign countries for the 2024-2027 tenure. Congratulating the ambassadors on their appointment, Party General Secretary and President Tô Lâm said, "This is not only a great honor, but also a major responsibility entrusted by the party, state and people." The top leader emphasized that Vietnam's position in the international arena has been strengthened and the country has participated actively and responsibly in multilateral forums. The party and state leader required the newly accredited ambassadors to embody the spirit of self-reliance, confidence, independence, resilience and national pride, promoting the spirit of new era diplomacy commensurate with the historical and cultural stature and political and economic position of the country, enhancing the role and position of Vietnam in global politics, economy, and human civilization, creating a solid premise to bring the country into a new era, an era of national growth. At the invitation of Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, Chinese Premier Li Qiang paid an official visit to Vietnam from October the 12th to the 14th. This is the first visit to Vietnam in 11 years by a Chinese premier, and also Premier Li Qiang's first visit in this role. It reflects the importance the Chinese party, state, and Premier Li Qiang placed on their relations with Vietnam. The visit of Chinese Premier Li Qiang comes at a particularly significant time for Vietnam-China relations as the two sides are approaching the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations, January the 18th, 1950, 2025. Upon arriving in Hanoi, Premier Li Qiang met with General Secretary and President Tô Lâm. Both sides agreed to direct all levels and sectors to advance practical cooperation, aiming for greater results in economic and trade cooperation, maintaining smooth border trade, and developing smart border gates. They emphasized the importance of enhancing connectivity between the two corridors, One Belt framework, and the Belt and Road Initiative, prioritizing railway connectivity. On October the 13th, Premier Li Qiang and the high-ranking Chinese delegation laid a wreath at the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum in tribute to President Ho Chi Minh. The wreath bore the message, Premier of the State Council of the People's Republic of China pays tribute to President Ho Chi Minh, the great leader of the Vietnamese people, forever living in our hearts. An official welcome ceremony for Premier Li Qiang was then held at the Presidential Palace, presided over by Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính. He warmly welcomed Premier Li Qiang, marking the first visit in 11 years by a Chinese premier. He expressed confidence that the visit would foster a positive impact, making the bilateral relations more effective, practical and comprehensive, contributing to peace, stability and development in the region and the world. The two leaders formally announced the official operation of the Bản Dốc Vietnam Đê Tian China waterfall scenic area from October the 15th, 2024. The Vietnamese Prime Minister suggested expediting the necessary procedures to open a Vietnamese Consulate General in Chongqing as soon as possible, further advancing trade cooperation and expanding market access for high-quality Vietnamese agricultural products. He also requested support for establishing a Vietnamese Trade Promotion Office in Haikou this year and more offices in Chengdu, Sichuan and Nanjing, Jiangsu in the near future. At the end of the talks, the two leaders witnessed the signing of 10 cooperation documents in the fields of transport, customs, education, agricultural trade, press and media, banking. At the meeting with Chinese Premier Li Qiang, National Assembly Chairman Chen Tengmen emphasized that the Vietnamese National Assembly and the National People's Congress of China need to continue promoting their legislative and supervisory roles in boosting bilateral relations, as well as experience exchange in perfecting institutions and building a socialist rule of law state under the leadership of the party. In another activity, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính and Chinese Premier Li Qiang attended the Vietnam-China Business Workshop. The event is of great significance to connect and strengthen the comprehensive strategic partnership between the two countries, realize the high-level common perception that the two parties' agreements reached by the two countries. After attending the Vietnam-China Business Workshop, the two leaders enjoyed traditional Vietnamese culture, such as Quan Họ folk songs, and explored Đông Hồ folk paintings. The official visit to Vietnam by Chinese Premier Li Qiang wrapped up successfully, contributing to promoting the comprehensive strategic cooperative partnership between Vietnam and China. The two countries continue to build a community with a shared future that carries strategic significance. On the morning of October the 14th, Lieutenant General Phạm Trường Sơn, Deputy Chief of the General Staff, inspected the rescue and aeromedical evacuation work at Military Hospital 175. Military Hospital 175 has developed a complete training program in first aid and aeromedical evacuation, which has been assessed and approved. The hospital has coordinated with the Military Medical Department to organize training courses on aeromedical evacuation for military medical units in the home military. Lieutenant General Phạm Trường Sơn asked Military Hospital 175 to continue to coordinate with the Air Defense Air Force Service, Division 18 and the Southern Air Traffic Management Center, provide aviation search and rescue training, strictly maintain combat readiness, build qualified cadres and teachers, and improved quality of first aid and aeromedical evacuation. At the Bodyguard College, the Vietnam Bodyguard Command opened the Chinese language contest on October the 14th with 7 teams and 35 contestants from border forces of provinces on the Vietnam-China border area. The teams will participate in individual and group competitions. In the individual competition, each contestant will be scored according to listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills. The group competition includes greetings, answering direct questions, and eloquence. This year's contest is an opportunity for officers and soldiers of the border units to continue to research, exchange learning experience, improve training effectiveness, foster neighboring languages, and continue to implementing and completing political tasks on the border. Towards the second Vietnam-Laos Border Defense Friendship Exchange Program, which is scheduled to take place on October the 22nd and the 23rd in Sơn La Province and Hủa Phan Province of Laos, free medical examination and medication program has been enthusiastically implemented by people residing along the shared borderline. From October the 12th to the 14th, the Ministries of National Defense of both countries directed the military medical forces of Vietnam and Laos to coordinate in providing free health checkups and medication to over 2,100 border residents, bringing joy and healthcare services to the border villages. From early morning, Vanh Kham in Pa Hang village was present at the medical center of Sop Bo district, Hủa Phan Province, Laos. After many days of suffering from leg pains and sore eyes, she is very happy as receiving free health checkups and found out that she had no serious disease. Today, I'm really joyful when provided with free healthcare services by military doctors of Vietnam and Laos. Hopefully, more activities of the same kind will be organized here. Like Vanh Kham, nearly 1,600 local residents came here with touched emotions. Residing in the border area under difficult economic conditions, they rarely have opportunity to access high-quality medical services like this. Our hospital sent a working group of over 40 comrades with modern equipment. In general, local people often suffer from digestive diseases. Others contract diseases related to eating, such as kidney disease and blood pressure. For military doctors and officers of both countries, this activity serves as a chance for them to show their gratitude for the sentiment and assistance of the border residents given to soldiers during wartime. It also gives them opportunity to exchange expertise and strengthen cooperation. It's a valuable opportunity for both sides to improve professional capacity. This activity contributes to further cement the solidarity and friendship between the military medical forces of both countries. We will continue working together, thus informing each other about localities of both countries which need the support of military medicine. In doing so, we will provide high-quality medical services to needy people. The program ended, yet the sentiment and dedication of the military medical staff will remain in the hearts of the border residents, and the Vietnam-Laos relations will be forever green, forever sustainable. Coming up next, Bắc Ninh province to seek national treasure recognition for Emperor's Golden Seal. Vietnam attends Hong Kong International Trade Fair on electronics. Bắc Ninh Provincial People's Committee submitted a document to the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism proposing to recognize the Emperor's Golden Seal as a national treasure. The province has assigned its Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism to compile dossiers requesting recognition of this artifact as a national treasure. The Emperor's Golden Seal is currently on display at Nam Hồng Royal Museum, Từ Sơn City, Bắc Ninh Province. The Golden Seal is 10.4 centimeters high and weighs 10.78 kilograms. The base of the seal is printed with the words Emperor's Treasure. Last November, the handover of the royal seal from France is the result of more than a year of negotiation and execution of related legal procedures by relevant parties of Vietnam and France. Businessman Nguyễn Thế Hồng, owner of Nam Hồng Royal Museum, spent 6.1 million euros, equivalent to more than 153 billion in Vietnam dong, to buy the seal under the sponsorship of the Vietnamese government and ministries and agencies. Tibet's self-service needs Quảng Ninh province has decided to extend the tour time in Hạ Long Bay and Bái Tử Long Bay starting from October the 20th, 2024. Accordingly, from October the 20th, sightseeing boats will be allowed to depart at 5 a.m. and return at 8 p.m. at the latest. In winter, sightseeing boats will depart at 5:30 a.m. and must return at 7 p.m. at the latest. According to travel companies, extending the time by 2 hours for tourist boats operating in Hạ Long Bay and Bái Tử Long Bay could be the basis for opening new tourism products for visitors. Vietnam is participating in the Hong Kong Electronic Fairs, an international exhibition on electronic components and production technology in Hong Kong, China, a major trade fair in Asia, attracting some 3,200 businesses from 19 countries and territories. The representative of the Ministry of Industry and Trade of Vietnam in Hong Kong and Macau, China, opens a booth displaying and introducing the potential, strength and cooperation demand of Vietnam in the field. Vietnam has incentives for the development of the electricity, electronics, clean energy, green energy and semiconductor industries. Our displaying booth this year focuses on introducing the investment and business environment in Vietnam, as well as the prospects in this industrial sector to Hong Kong and international customers.
Vietnam is a very interesting place, okay? This is booming in Asia market, okay? Especially a lot of investors to the Vietnam market. So we are looking forward to invest in Vietnam.
Along with Vietnam, thousands of businesses around the world brought to the fair innovation products, services and solutions showing how technology is changing lives. Such activities as the investment connection competition and seminars within the framework of the event have also helped connect startups and investors. This is the end of the QPVN news today. Remember to watch our news again at qpvn.vn. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.